Hi there! So we've decided for our project was to work on redesigning a cup base from Tim Hortons to make it a completely sustainable product, because currently they use a polyethylene inside lining that is not biodegradable and not recyclable. We basically started by making a list of all the things that we would like to touch on, which was basically our customer needs and how we ranked them. Sustainability was 10. It was the most important, hands down, going forward. We wanted to make sure that it had the most importance. We decided afterwards that we wanted to try and make it easy to hold, as in one-handed, regardless of the cup size you buy, from small to extra large. You would be able to hold it in one hand, regardless of which one you bought, giving you a nice uniform bottom base. Going down from that, we decided we wanted to try and maybe make it so that we could get the cup holders from most cars to be able to fit and easily be placeable inside it, so it wouldn't jostle around depending on if you bought a larger size or not. Those both were important, but not the most important. Going past that, we decided we wanted to focus on the most important being the leak resistance, the structural integrity, the warmth, making sure that none of the heat is escaping out of it, but it's still not burning your hands, and basically making sure none of the coffee is leaking out and the structure is going to maintain itself. Otherwise, we're going to have to go back to the plastic style, which is no good for us. The lower level values of importance we had were the visual presentations, and then we also had to deal with the light cup weight and the cup taste itself being from a new material. So the solutions we went for this was that we wanted to make a hemp-based cup. Hemp's easier to produce, takes less time to grow, much easier to turn into paper. Going past that, we wanted to try and invent a standardized grip. So that would be helping to easily hold and fit in cup holders, making it a universal size. The logo system was mostly just to try and help out with the visual presentation, making sure it pops and stands out so people can recognize what the product is. To help with our heat problem, we wanted to make it so that the spline ridges are around the entire bottom half where you're grabbing it. It will help provide a heat resistance so that you don't burn yourselves, but it'll also keep the coffee warm inside of the cup. And then lastly, to pull it all together, we decided we wanted to use a plant-based sealer/glue, which would be actually made of something called lignin. Lignin is made from actually the process of when we make hemp paper, we pull the lignin out, which can then be turned and used into glue. So we're doing it all at once, which was a really nice situation for it. After that, we decided to look at what our total values were to kind of help give us an idea of where we want to go from there. We decided, just doing the valuations of it, where we multiply everything across each other, we found that the hemp-based cup gave us a 151. The standardized gripping was at 104. The visual colors and the brightness was at 25 on our math. The spline ridges was at a 141, and then the sealer-based glue itself was at 195, which making it the most important. So from there, we kind of just looked over at our competitors, see what they were doing, which was Starbucks, McDonald's, and of course our current cup. We actually found they were all pretty much the same. They have a little bit of difference, mostly that we found that we don't like the look of the white Starbucks cup, whereas the others have a bit better look. But otherwise, they're all still using a polyethylene-based cup, which is not biodegradable and it's not recyclable. I expect going through certain really long and arduous processes, which most people aren't going to do. They're just going to chuck them in a garbage can. After that, I should say, we went into the interrelationship between each others, and we found that the ridges and the standardized grip actually had a nice correlation together because you could work on them at the same time. We could actually alter those to be together. And we also found that the hemp-based cup and the plant-based glue of lignin actually worked really well together because when you do one, you're actually making the other one on top of that. The only negative we ever found was that the spline ridges and the glue, because with having the spline ridges all the way around, we have to make sure we math it out properly to have them glue together without overlapping on the ridges. It wasn't that hard. We figured it is still a worthy goal looking forward to. So in conclusion to all of this, we decided that what we wanted to do was that we wanted to focus on the hemp-based cup, the plant-based glue of lignin, and then we wanted to, even though it had a negative correlation, we really liked the total value of this 141 for the spline ridges because it took away the cardboard throwaway hand-resistant warmer thing that they use. Which we thought was a really nice touch to have it a permanent situation so that people can't forget it or they run out of stock. It'll just always be there. So while it is a bit of a negative between these two, it was still a really nice touch. So that was what we thought going forward. In conclusion, we would focus on those 3 ideas and hopefully be able to get rid of the polyethylene and plastic that's in the current cardboard cups that they're using and go with a completely 100% biodegradable, recyclable cup that would no longer have a terrible environment effect on us all. Thank you very much.